Look, Seattle, Lumen Field, very tough place to play. I think obviously the defensive performance was very, very good. So that continues with, I think, the trend, at least the last 4 games. I know sometimes we've conceded goals, but overall I think what was good is there was a solid defensive performance, and we also got the clean sheet. So very pleased with that. And then I thought we created 2 real quality moments, and I think we could have ended the game then and there. So overall, very pleased with the result and performance.
Thank you for that. We'll go to Zoom. Dustin, go ahead.
Hey, Fabrice. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
You mentioned the clean sheet changing goal today with Abby Smith. What was the thought process behind that, and how do you see that goalkeeper position moving forward now?
So I will say, I think in every position, I've said it before, we're very competitive. And, we were about a little over the 1/4 marker of the season. As we all know, Abby has played in this league, has had experience, and we felt she was training well, and we wanted to give her a shot. And so we did that. And again, we'll take one training, one game at a time. So I can't make any promises for what it'll look like next week. That's just the decision we made for this game.
And I just wanted to ask you about Ryan Gareth. I think she had 2 assists in her career before this season. She's got 3 this year. What has it been about Ryan this season that has got her to play at such a high level?
I think the biggest thing is keep giving her reference points of where she should play balls. And so obviously on the other end of her crosses needs to have the runners, being made. So those are all crosses and runs that we're looking to make. And so, I think giving her good references so that she knows what to pick out. And she's getting better and better at them. So I think that will continue to grow and improve.
Thanks, Fabrice.
Thank you.
Theo, go ahead.
Hey, Fabrice, congrats on the win.
Thanks, Theo.
Similar question to Abby, really. Paige taken out of the starting lineup for the first time. Just walk me through that one.
Again, I will say we have a very competitive group, and we had, however you want to look at it, our 5 or our 3, we have 4 very high-level center backs that could play those roles. And again, we felt Nat before her injury was one of our top defenders, and Paige has been very good this season. But we felt we wanted to go with these 3 based off just the competitiveness of the group, and so that was the reason.
The goal is such a great moment for so many players switching on when Yaz wins the turnover. How, kind of talk me through your methodology when you have those moments, because I feel like the way you see Ryan point to the space, the way, Yaz knows where to play that ball, and Maggie makes that run. How much are you working on those transitional moments, those kind of spark to life, 4 seconds after a turnover, let's go, and how much is that players maybe kind of seeing the moment and kind of improvising?
Yeah, we have some very simple but important principles when it comes to transition moments. And then we have another set of references for, okay, where's the back line? Are they high? Are they low? Where should the ball be delivered? All those things. So I think, and honestly, I haven't even looked back at the goal yet. So obviously I saw it live, but especially at Lumen, you're a little bit lower, so it's hard to see everything. I think it's a combination of them just having the quality that they had, but also giving them some references in transition, but also in those crossing moments.
I think you're going to really enjoy watching it back.
Thank you.
Very, very good one.
Appreciate it.
My final question is on the striker position. You started with Messiah, which you've seen a lot of, and then Yaz and Bob kind of were floating in and out, mostly Bob, but kind of floating in and out more of the false 9. Walk me through them. What was the reason for maybe bringing on Bob at halftime, and what you're seeing from the 9?
Yeah, I thought Messiah last game was quality. I got to speak to her. At halftime, I had a few reasons for that decision. We just felt we wanted to bring in. I think part of it is also every time Barb has come on, she's done really well. And so part of me was like, okay, well, is there a better kind of front 3 group that we can use at the start of the second half? Because I felt if we could get better pressure on them, they were turning the ball over. So, and obviously the goal is a reflection of that. And so I think maybe fresher legs, giving a little bit of spark. You put Yaz a little bit higher up. She can also get in behind. So, I think there was a few reasons for that. part of it was also I think Barb has earned it, and she's been playing well when she's come off. So we were just like, okay, let's do it a little bit earlier, and let's try to hurt them a little more on our press.
Thanks, Fabrice. Congrats on the win.
Thank you. Appreciate it, Theo.
Manny, go ahead.
Hey, Fabrice, congrats on the win. I think just touching on Maggie's impact on the game. I think Maggie will be recognized of the deciding goal in this match, but also earlier in the game she had a pretty bad giveaways that could have let Seattle took advantage of it. How much I think Maggie's game is developing game by game, knowing that she's playing multiple positions, but yet she's having an overall good impact on the team.
So just to be clear, Manny, can you just phrase that question for me just so I understand what you're asking?
Sorry, I just want to mention I think how is Maggie developing as game by game? She's good to continue. How you see that, even though she's maybe having some rookie mistakes here and there?
Yeah, look, I think if you look earlier in the season, she was a real spark plug coming off the bench. We're still figuring out kind of what suits her best. We've also played her in a lot of different spots, so I think she's doing well. And I think obviously her quality, I think the one thing she brings is that quality in front of goal. So yes, to your point, we need to clean up those giveaways 100%. And she'll be the hardest out of anyone on herself for that. But also it's like we do have a young group, and sometimes you got to go with a little bit of the youth. But she's developing well. I think she's still learning how to play that pocket / inverted forward. But yeah, so overall, I've been pleased with her.
And last question for me, I think about the defensive effort. I think even though what Theo mentioned, the dropping page and putting Jacobs back, how impressive are you with the defensive effort the team has been going on this stretch of games? And no matter who you put on, the defense will be still solid.
Yeah, and this is one thing I told the players today is that I know sometimes it can be frustrating where the results have not been reflective of the performances. And so, but just kind of encouraging them to keep at it, right? Keep showing up every day, because sometimes you don't know when that breakthrough moment is going to come. And so I've been, it just shows the depth of our squad, right? Like bringing Paige off the bench, right? Or bringing Abby in, like that just shows how deep we are in some of those positions. So, and I think what it also does, I think it raises the standard of everyone, right? Because everyone's like, okay, well, there's performances, it's competitive, like every session matters, every game matters. And I think all that really helps for the culture, the competitive culture of the group.